Kane Vision welcomes Steve Gully, the head track and field coach at the University of Tulsa. And as we close the season out, this is always an interesting time for your team because it becomes NCAA time and it becomes more individual, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You don't qualify a team for the outdoor championship. It's more individuals, and then you get a little bit of a break at the end of the season.
Tell us about then that experience with the NCAA then and the guys that made it through, guys and gals that made it through and had a chance and how well they performed.
Let's use Bryce Robinson. Bryce did a great job, went with the 200, and most people would have thought maybe the 100 and 2. We chose maybe due to summer running, it'd be better just one race. We went with the 2. He just missed qualifying, but it was the fastest times ever run at the NCAA, so that's nothing against Bryce. Mark Scott went down there, still had to run another 10,000. And you never know. If it was the heat, you wouldn't think it'd be hot in Eugene. Just finished out, he's 10th or 11th. So they both did well. It's just how long running an indoor and an outdoor, and with Mark across, how long can you expect them to be at their A game? So it's hard really to say. We were very proud of them. The experience is priceless, and I think it will really affect us next year with them both going into their senior year. So I think it was a good outdoor season meet. The shame was we didn't score points for the school.
Yeah, and obviously you get top 10, you're All-American, right? Or is it top 5?
Actually now you qualify. So if you're in the top 8, you're first team All-American, second 8, second team, and the last 8 is honorable mention. So they're both what you call second team All-American. Mark had All-American honors in cross, indoors, and now outdoors. Bryce had it indoors and now outdoors. So that's 5 All-American certificates right there out of just those 2 young men. But I think it'll be more important for them next year. I think they need that. It's hard to go into your first year and do a lot. Bryce had a great indoors, getting 3rd. Outdoors was just a little bit off, but I expect he'll be running this summer for some U.S. teams.
I was going to say, and then Bryce went to the USA's, right? And just most recently finished that up, right?
Yes, Bryce got 9th in the 200, so he was 1 spot out of making the finals and just missed it in the 100. Now, I thought this may have been almost a better experience than the NCAA's because he's running against professional runners, probably a higher caliber. So only a couple people beat him at this level. So I think he came back, improved himself from the NCAA's. Now he still has a lot of running to do this summer, but I think the exposure at the level he's at will only be better for him next year.
Let's step back then and give us an overview then of the spring for both the men and the women's program.
The men did a great job, got second at the conference meet. You have 2 All-Americans. I may be off, but we may have set 6 school records during the outdoor season. On the girls' side, we have a new school record in the quarter and a couple other events. Audrey Baptiste just missed making the team, but ran in the world relays. So she didn't get to go to the NCAA's, but she'll represent Canada this summer. So I think overall it was great. We definitely got some stuff where we got to improve on. But on the upside is on the men, we return almost everybody. Just 1 or 2 people. We'll miss Colt Johnson, who's been with us for 4 years. But I think we return, and we know what to expect in this conference. On the girls, we definitely got to keep building up. We probably got to, on the girls' side, stay a little bit more healthier, and that may fall back on the coaches a little bit.
What do you expect in the summer out of the athletes? Because it is such a long grind, isn't it? Do they rest? What happens?
We actually do. We take a break. We don't see them maybe for 2 months unless they're hanging around here going to summer school. We do not train during the summer as much as a lot of other programs do. We just need a break, and I think the kids need a break because they're in season from maybe September if they're distance runners all the way to June. Sprinters, they're really going. They have 2 seasons. We really want everybody to get healthy. We want everybody to get refreshed, and everybody come in here knowing they know what to expect next year when we go in this conference. It's after 1 year, they know how tough it is. They know some events that are going to be tough. I hope everybody steps up.
And of course, the coaching staff needs a break too. The staff is coaching 6 different teams over 3 different time periods. So have a good summer. I'm sure that's part of it too, then, right?
Oh, it is. We all need to take a break and get everything settled. You always have the recruiting comes involved, but I think we're looking forward. We know a lot more about this conference. We won't be traveling back to New York. We're going to Birmingham. So there's some venues that we have been to, maybe be a little bit more comfortable, but we definitely know what more to expect from the conference. Coach, have a great summer, and we'll talk to you for cross country in the fall. All right, appreciate it. Head coach Steve Gully, University of Tulsa Track and Field.